Why do some content creators have a larger audience than others? This is the sort of question that can have many different answers. To be honest, I've been struggling to figure this out for years now, and will probably still be doing so in the far future. The answers seem to differ depending on who you're talking about. The changing technology of the modern age and even the evolving tastes of the consumer at large will continue to make this question ever more difficult to understand. But today, I'd like to focus this question specifically about brony YouTubers, rather than the YouTube community as a whole. Why have certain brony YouTubers become popular? Well, the simple explanation that comes to mind is they're creating content others enjoy watching. After all, how could any content creator gain an audience without some element that people want to keep coming back to? Though, while it is a contributing factor, I don't believe it's quite as prevalent as some might think it is. After all, I'm sure many of us have run into examples where we just can't seem to figure out how such a thing could have become popular to begin with. What about promotion? Certainly many channels out there owe at least some of their success to the fact that YouTube itself is featuring their work in order to entice new viewers. Though not everyone can work the YouTube machine to their advantage, and even now I don't think there's any one solid method that will guarantee results. What about cross-channel promotion? I can certainly attest to how effective that can be. I've probably worked with more YouTubers, artists, editors, voice actors, animators, and so forth than anyone else in the brony community, at least as far as I know. I'm quite confident in saying that collaborating with so many people has been very helpful in growing my channel over these past couple of years. And I've been most grateful for the support of so many other content creators. I'm sure many of you have already been thinking and discussing these very elements. Though, all in all, I still don't think those reasons are the complete answer. Because there may yet be another reason I don't know whether others have been talking about, which may have more of a significant impact on why certain brony YouTubers have become popular than people might think. Hasbro. What if the giant company behind MLP, whether directly or indirectly, has actually been influencing the popularity of specific content creators on YouTube? When I first considered the idea, it seemed rather far-fetched that Hasbro would put in any kind of effort to help promote content creators on YouTube, but the more I thought about it, the more intriguing this possibility became. Now, anyone who does their research can easily see that a huge chunk of the brony community don't watch new episodes of MLP on their TVs. More often than not, fans tend to get their pony fix through the internet, with YouTube taking up the majority. Hasbro knows this fact, and while in the past there was quite a bit of trouble with various videos or even whole channels being taken down for copyright violations, this seems to be happening less and less as time goes on. And you know something? The work we put on YouTube is promoting the show in ways that no amount of a marketing budget really could. I know that I first became curious about MLP because of all the fan-created content here on YouTube. So I have to wonder, how much of what we do is Hasbro aware of? Honestly, anyone who watches even 5 minutes of the episode Slice of Life can tell that Hasbro is keeping an eye on what the brony community is producing. So what if they're also using even just a bit of their influence to help promote certain YouTube channels? It wouldn't make sense for Hasbro to directly approach content creators and start paying them to produce more content, because then, in the eyes of their investors and even the general public, those same content creators would, in a way, be representing Hasbro. Any of their creations, or even their everyday actions, could have ill effects on Hasbro's public image. However, I could see Hasbro and YouTube noticing a mutually beneficial effect from allowing certain brony YouTubers a larger audience. Free promotion for MLP, and even more ad revenue for both companies. I don't suppose there's any way to know for certain, but you have to admit the concept is intriguing. In an ever-changing world of technology, fan-made content, and public opinion, maybe things are changing in more ways than what we might realize. What do you think? How much does Hasbro keep track or even subtly encourage the works of certain brony YouTubers? Does it make sense for them to sometimes promote specific channels while ignoring others? Could this help explain at least part of the reason why some brony YouTubers have been gaining popularity? I would like to hear your thoughts on these concepts, and if anyone from Hasbro is watching, I'd like to think this would make for a very interesting relationship between giant corporations and individual content creators. I am Dr. Wolf, and I look forward to hearing from you.